Okay, guys. In this video, I have been bearish on Bitcoin. I have been completely wrong. Everything is just super bullish right now. There is so much institutional money being pumped in, millions, if not billions, of dollars. I admit I've had a bearish bias, and I'm going to show you some calls that I made, how actually inaccurate my calls have been. So some of you guys are going to enjoy this video. And by the way, as an apology and thank you for putting up with this crap for so long, look, I'm going to give away two of these 2020 American Eagle 1 ounce .99 silver brilliant uncirculated coins. You don't need to subscribe. You don't need to leave a like. Just leave a comment. Next live stream, I'll use a random comment selector to pick the winner. So two coins, two winners. This is my thank you to you for putting up with me. And this is kind of an apology video for me. So I'm going to go over some of this stuff. By the way, if you do want to access these charts, this is a website. If you don't want to access it, the link's in the description pin is the first comment. So this chart, and guys, like I said, I was trying to use historical data to give you an idea of what might happen. So in the last video, what I was trying to show was when the dollar, this is the dollar index and this is Bitcoin. When the dollar was coming down, you could see that the price of Bitcoin was pushing up. And this is a falling wedge, and you see the date here. This is the same date, January 22nd. When we broke up from this falling wedge, the dollar pushed up, Bitcoin came down, like this. So it just makes sense, and what to me it made sense, because this is January 22nd, we're coming up on January soon. Right here, this is when we had our COVID crash, and the dollar's coming down. It's in a falling wedge like here, coming up on January. The price of Bitcoin's pushing up. So it just makes sense to me that, eventually the dollar's going to push up out of this falling wedge and that Bitcoin will start coming down. But there's just so much enthusiasm for Bitcoin, and there's so many companies putting money into it. It's not likely it's going to crash. I mean, Bitcoin is just going to continue to go up. I mean, I used to use a stop loss, but I trust Bitcoin so much now that I'm actually I don't even use a stop loss, because it's pretty pointless. Why would companies be putting millions, if not billions of dollars into Bitcoin if they thought it was going to crash? That's just absolutely ridiculous. So I imagine what's going to happen, since Bitcoin can't crash, the dollar has to come down. So the dollar is just going to drop. I mean, it's just going to continue to go down. I mean, I don't like all the way down here. So the dollar is going to tank. And Bitcoin, guys, Bitcoin's going to do what Bitcoin was meant to do. The fundamentals are so strong, it's just going to continue to go up and up and up and up. So again, I'm not telling you not to use a stop loss, but I think using a stop loss is just silly. I mean, when you're in Bitcoin, it's just going to continue to go up. So let me cover some of these calls, guys. I got these really wrong, and I'm just going to show you how bad they were. So, and this is yesterday's video. I'll put a link up. Well, actually, I'll put a link up to this at the end of this video. But so right here, and I made a tweet about this. I said, guys, before you get bullish, this resistance needs to be broken at 27,013. I'm saying before you get bullish, we need to break above this, because it's possibly hit this and get rejected. And you can see this chart here. I mean, I was way off. I mean, you can see, so the price I gave you in that last video was 27,026. So let me put a little price label here. 27,026, because it was closer over here at the time. We hit it a little sooner. But anyways, I was off. You see this wick that pushed up? This wick pushed up to 27,187. So I was off by, a little over $100. I should have done a better job. I apologize. I mean, yes, we did come back. We did come back underneath this as resistance. And then when we pushed above it, we got the pump. But guys, I was off by $100, and that's inexcusable. I should have been more accurate with that call, so I apologize on this one. Right here, guys, I said, look, if we drop, your support's around 26,088, and you can see on this chart, when we dropped, we didn't drop to 26,088. We actually dropped to 26,200. Again, I was off by $100. I should have been more accurate. I need to get better at charting and understand price movements. Again, I was off by $100, so I apologize for that. If you'll notice in this tweet, This here, I was saying, this is 12 hours ago. I said our next resistance to watch is 28,400. If we get above that, 30,000 plus, here we come. And I was mentioning the charts. There's a fib channel line and a yellow ring on these two charts. And this is how it played out. I posted this 5 hours ago. And see, we got rejected here. And see, we came down and found support. This is the ring I was talking about, fib channel line. The thing is, guys, I was off. I told you 28,400. But look, I mean, if I put a price label here, let's see, 20 right here, 28,400. I was off. I mean, it's absolutely inexcusable. We pushed all the way up to 28,600. I was off by over $200. Again, I will work on it. I will try to get better at this. Notice we came down. We found support here. This was, I was mentioning, this is going to be a support resistance level, 27,709. Notice we came down, we found support here, but we dropped below it, guys. I mean, instead of hitting right at it, we dropped all the way down to, down here, 27,569. So again, I'm not doing a very good job at these support resistance levels. I'm off by like $100, $200. I'll try to get better. I hope you guys won't give up on me. This right here, this is the Binance BTC USD chart. Saying if we pushed up, your resistance is 27,185. Let me put a price label here. So this chart, so right here, I said if we pushed up, past this point, your resistance is 28,272. So if you'll notice, again, I screwed up. Let me give you a price label here. So we pushed up, I expected us to hit this sooner. If we would have hit it sooner, it would have been over here. But, it took longer to hit it. I should know how long it will take. And this is a line at an angle. So depending on when you hit it, depends on what the price is. I should have known when we would hit it exactly. I didn't. So, it took longer to hit it. But even so, look how far we pushed above this line before we came down. So again, I should have done better, guys. I apologize. We did come down and find support here. I told you that, look, this is a support and resistance level, 27,185. That would be right here. And again, if it was over here, it would have been correct. But since it took longer to hit it, it was 27,351. I mean, it did push above it, and we came down, and we did find perfect support here. But it wasn't the exact price I gave. So again, my TA is kind of lacking lately. This chart here, this was, I was saying this was our resistance, 27,350. If we come down 24,000, this was our upside target. This is this chart. Notice right here, 27,350. When we came down and found support, it was 27,318, but the actual support level should have been 27,391. So I was off by like $40 for this being support because I don't know when price is going to hit it. I got to work on that and get better at it. So again, with this, your upside target is here. You can see we've been respecting this very well. But obviously, since Bitcoin can't crash because the fundamentals are so good with Bitcoin, and so many people are pumping money into Bitcoin, obviously your target is up here. I mean, I'm going to get rid of this downside target because that's just silly. So anyways, your upside target is here. Let me see, this is another chart. This is the Coinbase BTC Euro chart. I showed you right here, 22,361 is your first resistance. If we push above 23,200. And, we did hit it. Let's see, so my price I gave you was 23,200. Let's see what that price, and this is Euro, by the way. Let me give you a price label. 23,000. I was off at $87, guys. I apologize. When we came down, this was our support and resistance. I had 22,361. So 22,361. Yeah, see, we only came down to 23,293. So again, I'm off by like $50. So again, I'm going to try to get better. Just bear with me. I'm going to get better at making these calls. Let's see, this is, I was talking about XRP, and I was saying, look, your next possible support catch a bounce was right here at 0.167. And you can see here, I gave you 0.617, which would have been, hold on, it was 167. So right here, but you can see I was off, guys. It dropped down to exactly 0.700. So, you know, I was off by, well, I shouldn't have been off anyways. But anyways, it did find support there, but I gave you the wrong number. It's too small of a number to actually figure out what the difference was. But anyways, you can see when we did hit this, we pushed up a total of, what, 50%. And you can see currently we're finding resistance here. So, you know, these are your support and resistance levels, just showing you how bad these calls were. This is a link. You can see I was saying, look, if we dropped, I told you that, you know, likely buy-in for me because you got double support here. You got support here and support here. So instead of buy-in, you know, potentially catch a bounce would be $10.66. So right here, you know, I said $10.66, but we dropped down to $10.73. You know, I should have had this here, but again, I didn't know we were going to make contact. Again, I apologize for that. I was off by, I don't know, 10 cents or something. But you can see that we did get a push up of a total of, you know, a little over 12%. And our current resistance is right here on $11.53. Right here. And look at that. I was off by about 5 cents for our resistance. This is, let's see, that was a link. Let's see, this is Ethereum. I said your resistance above was $745. You can see we pushed up. You know, I said 745. We pushed up to 747. I said our support, you know, was around 722. Actually, we dropped all the way down to 717. We are above the support level, but, you know, I should have known about this wick, guys, so I apologize. But these are your current support and resistance levels. Who knows if they'll be accurate or not. The DXY, you know, I do update this chart as price moves along. See, we got a crazy wick up and down. But don't worry pretty much about the structure of what's going on. The dollar is just going to continue to crash, which means Bitcoin's going to go up. I mean, even if the dollar was meant to go up, it can't because Bitcoin is going to go up. And we know if the dollar's down, Bitcoin's up, dollar's down. So the dollar has to go down because Bitcoin's doing so well. This is the Dow Jones. You know, I was saying that, look, this is probably going to be resistance to possibly push the markets down to potentially stay underneath this ring. Since the dollar is going to be crashing and Bitcoin is going to be going up, you can just expect the Dow Jones to do that. So that's the TA on the Dow. This is the NASDAQ. In that previous video, I was showing you every time you push above this white ring, you know, we come back down. We push way above it, came back down. And I was saying it's likely that we'll get topped out here. So I imagine what's going to happen since the dollar is going to tank and Bitcoin's going up, that we'll probably push up something like this. We might come back down and then we're going to shoot straight up with the NASDAQ. This is the CME futures. These are the gaps below. But since Bitcoin is in an uptrend and it can't crash, I'm just going to get rid of all of this now. So gaps don't really matter anymore because there's no reason they'll get filled. So anyways, your upside target, as I mentioned in the previous video, is 32,000 to 34,000. So again, I'm in without a stop loss, ready to hit that target. And once we hit that target, you know, we might get a slight retrace by, like, I don't know, $2 or $3. If that's worth it to you to sell and buy back in, I think that's kind of silly. So might as well just stay in and ride this up to 300,000. One more thing. So this is a chart I was talking about. We're going to get a big move at this ring. So I think what's going to happen is we're going to push up, and then it's just going to totally ignore this ring and then just keep pushing up. So again, you don't really need to know the date for this because who cares? This is going to go right through it. So again, guys, I just wanted to recap, you know, Bitcoin is very bullish. A lot of money's pumping into it. Again, there's no reason they'd be pumping all this money into Bitcoin if it was going to crash. That is just silly. We know the dollar is going to collapse, so Bitcoin's going to continue up. So again, fundamentals are strong. You're crazy not to be in Bitcoin. And again, as my apology and trying to get back to you guys, again, if you want to, you know, win one of these 2 silver equal coins, just leave a comment, and I'll use a random comment selector in the next live stream to pick those winners. And if you do want to access these charts, I don't know why you would, but if you do, the website's optimalcrypto.com. The link will be pinned in the description in the first comment. And I do have Bitcoins, altcoins, precious metal stocks, and tutorials. Guys, that's it. I would say trade safe, trade smart, but the only way to trade smart is just to be in Bitcoin and ride it up. Guys, that's it.